Welcome you all to this presentation. Myself, Dr. K. Jagdish Babu, Assistant Professor and Head, Department of Physical Education, Health Education and Sports, JJ College of Arts and Science, Autonomous, Pudukkottai. Today we are going to discuss about the subject methods in physical education. Methods in physical education is one of the important subject those who are studying physical education programs. Methods in physical education is one of the core course in BSc Physical Education, Health Education and Sports program. This methods in physical education is having 6 units of syllabus. We are going to discuss about unit 1 today. Under this unit 1 we are going to discuss first two topics only. The first topic is meaning of methods. The second one is factors influencing methods. Let me see one by one in elaborately. The first one is meaning of methods. Meaning of methods is nothing but approach to the subject matter. There are plenty of methods to deal the class of physical education, but to make the teaching effective, the meaningful teacher should select the most appropriate method on the basis of knowledge and experience of that particular teacher. Teaching becomes interesting only when the teaching methodology is good enough. The techniques or procedure adopted by the teacher is more important. The techniques bring some desirable changes in his students. Then only the teacher's teaching method is correct and effective. According to the subject and place, the teacher should follow the pattern. For example, if the teacher is teaching in the classroom, chalk and talk method is effective. When they are in the field, demonstration method is more effective. These are the meaning of methods. Next, we will move on to the next one. Factors have to be taken into consideration in determining the methods of teaching. Here we are having 5 factors. The first factor is subject matter. Next one is past experience of the peoples. Next one is situation. The fourth one is time and the material at the disposal of the teacher. The last and final one is scientific principles. Let me discuss one by one elaborately. First, we will see the subject matter. Choosing proper method of teaching is decided by the subject matter. For example, consider teaching a problem in mathematics, teaching a topic in history, or teaching student role in high jump. All these requires different styles of teaching. While teaching history, lecturing is enough. While teaching mathematics, lecturing alone is not enough. Blackboard work also needed. At the same time, in case of teaching student role in high jump, demonstration is must to make the concept clear for the students. All these things consider as the subject matter. We will move on to the next one, the past experience of the pupils. While teaching a student, the past knowledge of particular student should be considered. If you teach a fundamentals to that particular students, it will be boring for that students. For example, teaching football to a college student, he already learnt about fundamentals, school level itself. There is no need to teach him from the fundamentals. The teacher may teach the advanced strategies like positional play, tactics, strategy and all. It will be good for that particular students. So this and all covering about the past experience of the people. Then next we will move on to the situation. While teaching, situation plays more important role in this chapter. Situation may not be same at all times. It will be change over. Different situation may require different method of teaching. Just you imagine that the geography teacher planned to handle his class with a chart or map. If suppose chart or map not available means he has to handle or tackle the situation by drawing the diagram on the blackboard. Likewise, consider physical education teacher prepares a lesson plan for a section with 40 students. Due to some situation, he is forced to handle the another section, totally two sections of students. Then he needs to adjust his method so as to control the students from both the sections using his preparation. That is called as situation. According to the situation, the teacher must change his teaching methodology. Next, we will move on to the time and the material at the disposal of the teacher. For teaching, time management is another important factor. For effective teaching, a teacher needs to collect lot of information from various sources. Consider if he collect lots and lots of information, he may not able to deliver the information within the allotted time period to handle the situation. Teacher adjusts his teaching methodology so that he will be able to deliver all the information within the available time period. The teacher must deliver all the information within that given time period. That is called as time and the material at the disposal of the teacher. Next, we will move on to the scientific principles. For every teacher, the scientific background such as anatomy and physiology, educational psychology, biomechanics, etc. are essential to educate the students with the physical, mental and moral values. If a student is taught through a discus or javelin, he must have the scientific background behind his method of throw. The teacher must explain about the throw. He must explain about the scientific background of that particular throw. Then only the students will understand easily. So these are the factors we discussed today. Finally, I conclude with a summary of this presentation. In this presentation, meaning of methods was explained and the factors to be considered for effective teaching was also explained. I hope it will be easy for you to understand headings through this presentation. Thank you. Have a nice day.